So, it was November 2018, 6 months after my husband had left. I was doing my usual school night ritual of watching reruns of Friends after tucking my kids to bed. Netflix had been a good companion for those difficult times, but I was ready to get back out there and get back into the dating game. But where would I begin? My last date was 17 years ago, and I wasn't sure what to do. I did hear that online dating was the way to go. But like I said, how do I start? But hey, I'm a researcher, so I figured I'd research the shit out of that thing. So what did I do? I spent time and energy, probably more than I needed to. Yes, I'm a nerd, in researching what are the dating apps in Singapore? What are the best dating apps? What dating apps for what? And how do I write the best bio? You're hearing a lot of bests, right? So that's what I'm like. I had to be the best damn bio out there. And then I work in cyber safety, so I was mindful of making sure I didn't put too much information out there for total strangers on the internet, but just enough information to be authentic. Easy peasy, right? So it took some time, but finally I had my profiles on different apps ready. I began swiping left and right. And I can tell you, for those not used to it, it's quite an intoxicating feeling. I felt like I'd had more than one Long Island iced tea, and I was floating. I made a mental note to myself that this can be quite addictive, and I needed to be mindful of it. Cyber safety, remember. So then comes the time when it's my first date. Like I said, people, no date in almost 18 years, right? This is 6 months after my separation. So I'm looking in the mirror, I'm getting ready, I'm like, hey, I look great, I know this, but I'm nervous. What do people do on dates anymore? I wasn't quite sure, to be honest. And I was hoping that the chemistry that I had online with this guy I was meeting would translate IRL. That's in real life for those of you who might not know it, right? And then I got out of the car and I was walking towards this restaurant for dinner. And I remember thinking, please God, let him look like his pictures. Or better. So for those of you non-dating app users, it may come as a surprise that people don't often look like their pictures. But thankfully, that didn't happen on my first date. I was able to recognize him immediately, and we got down to dinner. So I was nervous at first, but my date was a nice guy. He made me feel at ease, and soon we were having a great time. We were having a great conversation, and I realized then that dating is like riding a bike. You never really forget how to do it. So then I'm there at this first date, having a great time. I won't tell you what happened later, but I can just say that we had a great time, right? And so, brimming with confidence, I decided I'm ready to enter this world of online dating. It was a fun ride, I can tell you. I felt like Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City 2.0. For those of you who may remember that, that's Sarah Jessica Parker, and I was her in my story, dating in modern Singapore. I had highs, I had lows. I had the highs of matching, meeting new people, and going on fun and exciting dates. There were also several lows. There was the pain of ghosting, of meeting people that look nothing like you expect them to. And then also navigating some toxic online dating practices, like convincing some men that I do not want to see pictures of their man parts, right? So a PSA for the guys out there that think that that's a good way to go. If you still think so, please ask before you hit that send button, right? So I also had other hits and misses. I met some really great guys that I'm still in touch with today. And I met some not so good ones. They made me sober up real quick and made me understand that I had to take better care of myself. I became more discerning and I became more confident, and my safety and well-being was at the center of my dating journey. Finally, in August 2020, I was tired of all this shallow dating and I was ready to find love again. So I started being more selective and intentional with my dating. And for the first few weeks, it was fun. And then suddenly, I get a message out of the blue from a friend that says, "Hey, Anu, my husband's cousin saw your photo on my Facebook page, wants to know if you're single, and wants to know if you'd like to meet him. Let me know if you would, and I'll connect you both." It can't get more organic than that, right? So I did reach out to him. And soon after, I deleted all my dating apps. He took me on another journey of healing and heartache, pain and pleasure, and love and self-love. And the last 5 years have been about that journey of understanding that love, self-love, and self-care are the most important things. And I've also come to realize that I'm grateful for who I am and the people in my life, especially the people who are here today on Valentine's Day with me. Thank you.